Hey Kim, it's Sandy. I'm pressed for time, so I just have to send you this message. I don't have time to type things on Facebook. I don't have a lot of time to get on Facebook and do much at all. It's kind of sad but true, but my kids put a lot on me. I live with Brian and Caleb and Jessica, Caleb's girlfriend, who has a baby, my grandson. And I do a lot of cleaning, cooking, laundry, and a lot of stuff around here. A lot is expected of me that I shouldn't even have to do or shouldn't do. They were spoiled when they were little and put a lot on me when they were little, and they still are as adults. And it's hard for me. I'm going through a lot. I'm going through a divorce. I just signed the divorce papers yesterday. The judge will have to sign off on it. I should be back to my legal name in a couple of weeks. It should be finalized. Went to the divorce clinic yesterday and signed all the final papers. I was married to a man named Donnie who's very evil, very abusive, who claims to be the devil himself. And listen, I'm sorry for killing David. I hope everybody in Chicago, his family and friends and everybody know that. I've done a book about my life. I've done an audiovisual book and a written book, and I explained what led up to that night. I saw signs of David sexually abusing our daughter, and she was drawing pictures of penises with pubic hairs all over the house and the walls. I didn't even know what it was when I was going to massage therapy school at Lexington Healing Arts Academy. This girl that was sitting next to me, she used to be a sex abuse therapist. She said, who drew this picture that my daughter had drawn in the notebook? And I said, my daughter. And she said, don't you know what that is, Sandy? That's a penis with pubic hair. That's what a lot of kids who were sexually abused, who I used to counsel, would draw. Your daughter's trying to tell you something. So there was a lot of things that led up to that night. He was very abusive, and then the signs I saw of him sexually abusing her, and they had took the kids 2 weeks prior to that dreadful night. And the night that I killed him, he told me he was the devil, that he came to still kill and destroy, and he was going to destroy me. And I lost it, and I shot him. And I spent 3.5 years in prison over it. And I read the Bible over 7 times when I was in there, and what the devil meant for evil, the Most High meant for good. Everything bad that happened to me led me to truths and religion. I've done a lot of videos on YouTube that you might want to watch. Some I put on Facebook. The old Facebook I had, I can't even get to because Jeremy, bless his heart, he set it up for me, and he can't remember the passcode. Adrian was here visiting, and he got on my laptop and messed up my ability to get on my Facebook, and it's a long story. But anyways, Kim, the reason why I message you, I'm just giving you in a nutshell a little bit of what's going on in my life. Things are very hectic, and I'm very pressed for time. I'm just trying to reach souls and get my message out there to people. And as a believer, I have to forgive you, but I have to also confront you, and I've been meaning to for a long time. See, years ago when I burnt the house down, I did lose my mind and do that. I did it for financial reasons, plus Zachary wasn't happy there. He wanted to get out of there. The kids weren't. I did leave a candle burning. It did burn the place down. It's a long story that will be in my book also. But when that all happened, I went to see Johnny and Leslie Zirkle with the kids, and Johnny was going off on me, and he was blaming me for everything, and he said all kinds of terrible things about me sleeping with his brother David, and was calling me a whore. And Leslie stuck up for me, and she said, I've been with you for 4 years and seen how you are and how you drink and how irresponsible you can be and what a jerk and asshole you can be. And she's like, and I'm not going to let you continue to put all the blame on Sandra for everything that happened and the bad stuff that happened in your marriage. She said, it's about time you tell her the truth, and if you don't, I'm going to. So he said, okay, well, that time that you kicked me out for 2 weeks playing your tough love because the church told you to, I effed Kim Christian on the pool table in my mother's basement, and it was the best sex I ever had. And I'm sure he said that to hurt me and Leslie. but maybe it was. But why didn't he stay with you or whatever if it was? But anyways, I ended up getting HPV. Johnny, that happened in January of 1994, and when I was pregnant with Zachary in February of 96, I found out I had HPV when I was pregnant with him. I have records of this at Illinois Masonic Hospital. My doctor told me, you were clean with your last pregnancy. This has happened. Did you cheat on your husband? I was like, no. She's like, well, then he's had to have cheated on you. This is an STD. Now, Johnny tried to say that I got it off a toilet or that it was laying dormant, and the doctor said that was impossible. So then I found out 12 years later, so this happened in January of 94, that he cheated on me with you when I kicked him out for jumping out the window and doing drugs and alcohol, and he wouldn't stop, and the church told me to play tough love on him. That was when he was staying at his mom's on California, and he saw you then and had sex with you. And when he came back to me after that 2 weeks, I asked him to tell me the truth. I begged him. When I had sex with him, I could tell something was different. He swore to me on his mother's life and his brother's grave that he had never cheated on me. Now, this is a lie he held on to for, I didn't find out the truth till 2006 when the house burnt down, and I came to see him with the kids. And this is my grandson. Say hi, Chum Chum. So he this happened with you in 94, and I didn't find out till after I had cheated. It took him even 4 years after the affair with me and David happened, and I got pregnant, and he wanted me to abort Teresa, and that's why our marriage ended, because I was not going to abort my daughter. And it took him 4 years even still after we broke up in 2002 to tell me the truth about you and him cheating on me with you. Now, I lived a lie for 8 years before when I had gotten the HPV result. I knew he had cheated. I waited. I tried to get him to tell me the truth for years. He wouldn't. This ate away at me. And I ended up staying with him after I found out, because my son got sexually abused by somebody. I'm not going to go into that. That's private and personal. That's his business. I can't reveal the name or which son or whatever, but it traumatized us and my family even more, and I had to die to my feelings and what was going on with me and Johnny, and put my kids first. So anyways, I just wanted to confront you with this, Kim, that, it hurt me that I don't know who knew this in the family, as far as friends and family go. The truth was never told to me about it. It ended up destroying my marriage. It is part of what broke me down and made me end up in an affair, because of the lie between me and Johnny all those years. When you put a lie between you and your spouse, you're inviting the devil right in the door. And you know yourself, you were with David, how evil he could be. And he used to say, oh, a woman of your caliber deserves a man like me. And he would tell me that he knew Johnny had cheated on me. And how did he know? You were his ex-girlfriend? Is it because you had told him or he had known? I don't know. But anyways, I forgive you nonetheless. It takes two to tango. He had, had something to do with it just as well. But the thing is that the truth should have been told to me about it in January of 94 when it happened, so that I could have had the option of divorcing him and leaving him then, because I guarantee you there would have never been any more. We would have broke up then, and I had only had Adrian and Brian at that time. I was pregnant with Caleb. I was already having a lot of problems with Johnny with his drinking and drugging. I was already very unhappy in the marriage, and if I had known he had committed adultery, I would have divorced him then. We were at that point only married 3 years. And there would have never been a Zachary and a Jeremy. And, I don't regret my kids. I love them, but they have all suffered because of this divorce and marital problems that me and Johnny had. And, it's not fair. Jeremy didn't end up getting raised by me. I lost him at 7.5 years of age. I ended up losing my son, Zachary. I just want you to learn a lesson from this, that, you and him, the lie that you told, caused a domino effect of all these other things that happened, which the negative, bad things that happened to the whole family because of one affair, one lie. That lie between me and my husband for years tore mine and his marriage apart, tore me apart, tore my self-esteem and self-worth down to where I ended up having an affair. And with a man like David, who was very evil and wicked, okay? The night that I killed him, he was playing a song by Metallica that never made it publicly. The police confiscated that said, I F to sheep, I have to go, I F to my mother, I want to F my mother, my brother, my sister, my daughter. So what? It was a song about bestiality and incest. And David was into very sick music. It's music about screwing the dead, necrophilia, everything. I tried to change that man. And when he was locked up, he would send me letters that he's been doing this church thing and that church thing. One time he got busted for drugs and was locked up for 6 months. He cut his wrist across 10 times each and bled out so much they had to give him 4 pints of blood. And he said, I loved you so much and you broke up with me. I can't even wipe my ass because of you. He made me feel sorry for him that he tried to kill himself over me because I broke up with him for doing drugs and selling drugs again. So anyways, bless you, Kim. But I had to get this out and tell you how I feel about it. And I gotta go so I can take care of my grandson now. But I hope and pray that the devastation and the pain that I have suffered in my life, that the Most High will make some good come out of it, because I have tried to do videos and write my book to help people and to save souls. And I hope and pray that you will ask for forgiveness and repent. And I've confronted Johnny about it. Hopefully he will too. I just hope and pray people get right with the great I Am before he comes back, because we are living in the signs of the times and in the last days. And we are in the age of Aquarius, which is the dispensation of when the truth will come out. We are in the end of the Pisces age and eon. All birthstones, birth dates have to do with the disciples and the walls of heaven, the celestial walls. I've studied the word. I know what I'm talking about. I've done some videos that you might want to watch that might help save your soul. So anyways, you can message me back if you like. You take care and bless you. Bye. Say bye-bye, Chum Chum. See ya. Take care, Kimmy. Bye.